Okay, so continuing this GoPro lockup saga. Here's what I'm dealing with. I'm not sure if the video footage is good yet from that lockup. Typically, when this happens, it corrupts multiple files on the card. Anything that's been recorded that day kind of goes to pot. So you can see here, I am connected. Sorry about the glare in the background. I'm connected. It shows that there are 119 gig capacity, 60% is used. So there's plenty of files on there. But it says, no files to import. Sorry, trying to get the glare off of it. No files to import. Really? Goody. So what I'm going to try to do is disconnect that camera and pull the card out and see what I get. We'll see how well this goes. It's really going to make me angry if I lost everything from today. So I disconnect and it loses the camera. That's to be expected. Now here we are again. It's stuck in, see, it's stuck. It's locked up. It's in USB mode and there's nothing connected to it. So, and it's very, very hot right now. So this thing just continually locks up. Both of my cameras do this. I don't know what the deal is, but the only way to get it to turn off is, again, doing the forced reset. Count to 10. That should be getting close. I didn't do the 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi thing. Okay, and you let go of it, and then now it'll beep, and it starts going through its setup routine. Now it shows that there are 6 video files on there, but we can't import them. At least not connected directly to the camera, or going through Quik. So I'm stuck with powering it off gracefully now. Oh, my bad. So, wait for the 7 beeps. Okay, so now it has shut down. No displays on. I'm going to take the card out and see what I get if I plug directly into my reader. Man, this thing's hot too. It always does this lockup nonsense. I'm really tired of it. And I've tried multiple cards. I've tried multiple SDs, different brands. The one that I'm using is the Samsung 128 Evo Plus, and it's rated on their compatible cards. So what we'll do now is plug this guy direct into the system. Initializing import. So now it's pulling. That is just bizarre. I mean, their software is so buggy. Now, what'll happen a lot of times is this import will fail. It'll get stuck in here on one of these files, and it'll sit there indefinitely, forever. I've actually waited and let it sit 24 hours sometimes, and it just won't finish. It doesn't copy the files. So in those cases, what I'll do is I manually copy them from one folder, from the drive letter, whatever it is. I think in this system it's E or F or whatever. I'll copy them over to the GoPro import folder. I'll tell Quik to go out there and inventory and look for new files. And even then, it'll barf. It'll throw up and puke and doesn't import, and Quik will lock up. Or even worse, the next time I try to open Quik, it will refuse to open. You can try to open it a dozen times, it doesn't matter. You see it start and then it immediately goes away. So the corrupted video files cause it to puke. It doesn't have error checking in some way that it can go past a bad file or say, hey, this file is bad, do you want to delete it, or something like that. So then you have to go through and figure out which file is bad, and if you find one that's 0 length, you got a file name and it's in the train of what should be a good video file, like a secondary or tertiary file, and it's a 0 length, that's the bad guy. So you can just delete it. Of course, you lose all that footage, but sometimes that'll allow Quik to start behaving itself and open up again. Anyway, it's just a bad solution. The software is buggy. It doesn't work. It's not reliable. I constantly have to uninstall it and reinstall it because it will fail to open, and it does this on multiple computers, so it's not just this machine. I have 4 different machines that I've tried this on, 2 desktops, 2 laptops, And invariably, Quik will run into some library error or something that prevents it from opening. And you can try to set it for safe mode, compatibility mode, whatever, and it doesn't work. None of those methods are reliable. The only one that works is if you uninstall it and then reinstall it, and then it'll work again for a while, and then it pukes again. In any case, when Quik doesn't work, I can still open the files in Adobe Premiere. And I can play 4K content over here in Premiere. I can do everything that Quik says it won't do. And it's, again, just annoying. And right now, GoPro doesn't give us any other tools to work with. If you want to edit the files and interact directly with the camera, that's it. That's the one and only. That's all you get. They have the Fusion Studio for the 360. It's a little more stable, but it has no features. You can't do a lot of stuff in it. You can't do overcapture or dynamic overcapture in it. I'll do another video on that, and maybe somebody else out there that has experience in this, has gotten it to work, and they know something I don't. I would love to hear your suggestions. But all I've been able to find in Fusion for overcapture is you turn on the overcapture option and you steer to whatever portion of the video you want, but that's it. That's the one shot and done, and then you export it. You can't dynamically pan around in the software like they show in all of the GoPro advertising material. You know, they show the two windows, and they show it scrolling down, and you get to see the guy overlooking the mountain drop off. You know, he's paragliding, and he looks down at his feet, and he sees other people, diving. And anyway, how they do that, I don't know, because you can't do it in the Fusion 360 desktop software. I can't do it on my Android. It won't let me. So maybe it's an iPad only, for iOS only. I don't know. So many unknowns, and the software just sucks. There's no nice way to say it. The only time that you can do anything useful with the software is the export when it works, or the auto importing the features, exporting the gauge data. That's all it's useful for. Everything else is just an exercise in futility. So if anybody has comments out there, I don't want this to be a downer video. It's just kind of the state of the nation on how these things are playing out right now and all the video editing difficulties I have. But again, I don't want this to be a downer, and if anybody's got ideas, I'd love to hear them. If you've got a solution and you're editing video off of your GoPros and you're not running into this, let me know. If you have any ideas on how to get around some of the lockup bugs and the weird stuff that the cameras are doing, that's even more welcome. So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for letting me vent and commiserate. I'll catch you all later.